What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today I'm going to be doing a demo of Juvia's Nomad palette. Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here for a second. Don't mind me, I just got out of the shower, but I also just found out that we hit 1,000 subscribers here on my channel, and I am so excited and so proud. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to anyone that takes like the 2 seconds to actually click the subscribe button. Your support means the absolute world to me, and I am just so happy to hit this goal, to hit this milestone, and I can't wait to keep growing our little family on the internet. So I just wanted to hop on here really fast to celebrate and to say thank you, and that your support means the world to me. And let's get back to the video. This is one of the latest palettes to drop from Juvia's. This was sent to me in PR along with the Warrior 3 palette, so if you are curious about this one right here, I will have a review demo linked up there. But today we are all about these neutral, kind of like fall vibe palettes. I am really digging this. I did not get sent a price point on this. The Warrior 3 palette is $20, so I'm guessing this is going to be around the same price. On their website, it says coming soon, so if it is available by the time this video goes live, I will let you know. I'm gonna pin comment or something down below, but just know that it is coming out soon. I used, let's see, how many colors did you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used every color except for this one right here, but I did swatch it to show you what it looks like. So if you're interested to know how I got this in this demo, I'm going to take you step by step through the eye look so you can recreate it for yourself if you choose to get this, or if you have similar colors, you will know how to do it. So without further ado, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Before we get any further into this video, turn on notification bells so you can be notified when my next video goes live. Leave me a comment down below. What is your favorite thing about fall? I was so anti-fall until today. Like, it's kind of hard to get into like the fall vibes and like sweater weather and all that, because here in the desert we don't really get to enjoy it. It's still like 100 degrees here, so today is finally the first day where I was like, all right, it kind of feels like fall, so I decided to jump on into the fall vibes with this. So let me know, what is your favorite thing about fall? Mine is definitely the leaves changing, but in the desert they don't really change until like January, so I just have to be envious and look at pictures online. And also let me know what content you would like to see from me next. Let me know, I love hearing from you guys. Without further ado, let's get started into the demo. All right, so I already have my eyes primed. I just used my ABH primer, and then under my brow bone, I just took a matte white shadow and just kind of set that into place so I don't have to worry about it. So let's dig in to this palette. All right, I'm gonna start with this shade here. These aren't labeled with names or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and start building up my crease with this color. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with that one. And then I am thinking deepening it up with this brown, and then adding this green, and then using the yellow on the lid. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm thinking for today. So in case we've got lost, taking this color right here, and I'm going to start putting that into my crease. Taking a Morphe M433 and just putting this around in my crease, and I can just kind of tell right off the bat that these need to be patted into place and then blended out. If you go in and just try to blend right away, it can look like it can go patchy. So I'm just going to focus on laying the color down. And before I go in with color, I'm tapping my brush off. So if you hear noise, that's what that is. When I get to the inner corner, I am just very lightly working on blending that. I'm trying to not really bring this color into my inner lid area. So that's just the basic shape that I have laid down right now, and then I'm going to work on blending this out. Going into this color, I'm going to blend out that first color This is almost like a matte, like honey color, but I'm picking up a Real Techniques 203 brush to blend this out. So what I'm doing is that I'm going to put the brush, so like 50% is on that color, and then the other half of the brush is in uncharted territory. So that's kind of how I go about blending this out, because I don't want to have like a full thing all the way up here. I want to have half the color on the crease shade and then this transition shade kind of blending up into its own. This color blended out really nice, and I am liking the vibe so far. So now I'm gonna go in with kind of like this olive green that's down here, and I'm gonna start moving to smaller brushes now. So I'm taking a Morphe 506, just so you can see it is quite smaller than the other blending brushes. It's gonna allow you to be a little bit more precise. So the closer to the crease I get, the smaller I like to go with my brushes. Again, I am going to use patting motions and then blend in circular motions. So I'm kind of doing the same thing here. I'm focusing most of the color close to my crease as possible. So I still had a little bit of that initial crease color showing. So I'm just basically laying this down and blending those two colors together. And then I am gonna bring this all the way to the inner corner, because when I cut the crease, I still want to have some depth in my inner corner. And then to blend things, I'm just gonna go back with that first brush to help blend everything out. If you wanted to keep this like a lighter, more like day wear look, you could just stop here. But I really want to get into that dark forest green color and really add more fall vibes to this. So now I'm going to pack on the dark green in the palette. I'm going to be using the same 506 brush, and I'm really focusing this on the outer half of the lid and building that area up, and then we're going to start to slowly build that into the crease. So again, I'm just patting this color on so I get full pigment. And then whatever is left over, I am starting to work into the crease. I don't want this to take over, so I'm just going with very light circular motions. And even to the inner corner, I'm barely getting any color in on there. And if you accidentally go too dark in your crease, you could pick one of the lighter colors that we started off with and try to lighten it that way. One last final step before I go into the lid color, I just picked up that light transition shade, and very lightly I'm just gonna go over these edges, especially because I just wanted to re-brighten the inner corner. And I'm bringing that like all the way in towards my nose. So you can see that adding that step just helps smoke it out and blow out just a little bit more. And to me, that looks a little bit more completed. By the way, when I'm like doing a palette demo, do you guys like that I'm like going in depth and explaining what I'm doing? Or do you prefer for me to just say, okay, I'm taking this, put it in your crease and blend it out? So I guess what I want to know is like, do you want like more of like a learning thing behind it, or do you just care about seeing how the colors perform and you would prefer a shorter, less in-depth video? Let me know in the comments because I'm really curious. Yes, I am happy with how this looks. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the two shimmers that I'm not using. So that's these two right here. Well, I might end up using the light shimmer in my inner corner. This is like a gorgeous smoky shimmer. I love this. This is stunning. That would look really pretty on the lash line blown out, or even on the lower lash line. Like not for this look in particular, but, or even just like smearing this all over your lid into your crease. That could be like really cute and messy. I love that. All right, I don't want to make like a huge cut crease, so I'm going to try to keep it small and concise. I'm just going back in with the ABH primer. In case you are wondering, I just use a concealer brush. This is the Sephora brand concealer brush. I kind of want to give like a little bit of like that wing shape to the end of my cut crease, so. And then to help blend and smooth that out, you can just take your finger. So I don't lose definition where I want like that cut to be. I'm just picking up the yellow shimmer on an angled brush. This is just an e.l.f. angled brush, just to kind of protect the outer corners there. And let's see how this packs on. That is really pretty. It is like a nice like marigold yellow color. I feel like this didn't necessarily go on even. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with this and kind of go around the details that I feel like it wasn't really sticking right here in the inner corner. And it's just not as pigmented around this edge. So I just had to go in and clean that up a little bit, because you could just see like this just looks so messy over here. Normally I don't have issues applying shimmers on a cut crease like that with that brush, so I'm not sure what the deal is. But the good news is that we seem to be able to remedy it, which is always nice. I just feel like I'm getting shadow all over my face though doing this. So now to kind of clean this up, I'm just going back into that dark green color and just redefining the outer edge. And then one more time with the transition shade. And that is what we have so far for the upper lash line. I'm going to go ahead, clean my face up. Again, there really wasn't much fallout just with packing the shimmer on, and because I was packing it onto a tacky base, I kind of expected it to get a little bit messy. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my face up, put the rest of my makeup on, and then be back to finish up the lower lash line. I lied, I'm gonna start the lower lash line. So I'm just taking my leftover eye primer. I don't want to talk and poke myself in the eye. So whatever is kind of left on my hand, I'm just taking the smallest amount on my lash line. I don't need a ton. Typically, I like to then go in with my little sponge and blend it out. And now let's get started. So I am going to be mostly working with my E36. I think, what do I want on the lower lash line? I'm kind of thinking this direction for the lower lash line. So I think I'm gonna start dark, do this one, and then blend out with that one. So I'm actually gonna pick up my 432 brush by Morphe and stamp that dark color along my lower lashes. And before I go and blend that out, I'm gonna grab this grayish black eyeliner. This is Dragon Smoke by Urban Decay. I'm gonna put that right in between my lashes, and then we can blend everything out together. Now I'm going back into that brownie color, and I'm just gonna use this to blend. All right, so one of the advantages to blending that out first is that if you blend down too far or too much, we can fix it with concealer. So now I'm gonna do the rest of my face and we'll be back to finish this up. All right, so now you can kind of see the difference, and like when I look up, I did get a little bit of concealer, like especially up in this area. So now that I have my concealer, foundation, powder, all of that on, I can go in and touch up the lower lash line, but most of the work is done. So I'm gonna go back in with that same brush, same brown, tap most of it off, and then I'm just lightly gonna go over this inner corner area just to sort of touch that up. Now I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade in this palette right here, and then I'm really going to use that to blend everything out seamlessly into, there's a lot of fallout with this one, sorry, that's like so annoying, into like where the concealer area is. And I'm just doing this lightly because this looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So if anything, I'm putting the majority of it in the inner corner to lighten up, and then just softly and lightly blend these edges. I'm actually just gonna say screw it and go in with the transition color. I have a little bit of yellow, so it kind of ties like all the way around. Take it around town. Is that what SpongeBob says, or like whatever? There, that's kind of giving me the effect that I want. Because I made the yellow so prominent, like all the way around, I kind of want to have my eyeball encased in that. So there we go with that. All right, so I'm just gonna retouch up my eyeliner and then zoom out to show you how we're gonna finish this off, what lip color we're gonna use, all that fun stuff. Alrighty, so for inner corner highlight, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade, and then for lips, I'm going to add this lipstick. This is in the shade White Walker from Urban Decay. It's like a very nice, very like deep red, and we'll see, hopefully it looks good. Oh, this shade is so messy, oh my god. That is one thing that I've noticed with Juvia Place's like super shimmers, is that they are very, very, very messy. So spraying the brush would probably be a good idea, and just making sure that you're tapping off the extra. Because I think I should just be able to go in with a brush like this and just whisk the fallout away. But that was scary there for a second. This is a stunning inner corner though. I'm gonna take a little bit on the brow bone, just so it's not left so plain Jane. Ooh, I love that. So here is the finished look. I really like how the lipstick pairs with this eye look, and I just used my Cocoa Lashes in the style Demi G to top everything off. I really like it. It kind of gives it like a little bit of like a fall, like a witchy vibe. So what do you guys think about the Nomad palette? Let me know in the comments down below. Also let me know what you would like to see from me next on my channel. I always love to hear from you guys. Yeah, and definitely let me know, like, do you prefer like straight to the point quick demos, or do you like that it is explained out what I'm doing, how I created this look? So please let me know. Anyways, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.